I am going to turn this over to Armando, who's going to give us just a little background on the evening and introduce us to our contestant spellers. Armando, take it away.
Well, thank you very much, Kathy. It's a pleasure to be here tonight. And, you know, this event really is really important to me because when I came to this country a long time ago, I didn't speak English. You might think I still don't speak English, but I learned a little bit along the way. And, you know, they didn't even have ESOL classes when I first came to this country. The ESOL class was sitting next to the Puerto Rican girl in New York City and asking her, ¿Qué está diciendo? And that didn't last long because she kind of got tired of me. And, you know, so I had to learn on my own. So I think this work of teaching immigrants how to speak English and how to succeed and do better at reaching the American dream, whatever that dream is for them, is very important. And then somewhere along the way, I also taught English as a second language to adults, hardworking adults. And so again, very, very happy to be here. So enough about me. What do you think about me? Now, let's talk about the people that are the contestants, the wonderful contestants. And we will begin in the order in which they will be tested later on. First of all, Andy Burness. Burness. Andy, give a wave. Now, Andy's wearing a hat. He looks like the Pope. Not really the Pope. He is, I don't know, a nurse?
No, well, that's one interpretation. The other is I happen to be a nurse for the day in honor of all nurses, particularly my daughter, who's a nurse at Georgetown.
All right. Well, there you go. So you're not the Pope. Thank God. All right. John Libby of Montgomery College is our next contestant. Lib B. Lib B. Shout out to Lib B.
How's it going, everyone?
All right. Try to have a little bit more energy, John. We don't want to start losing people right away.
It's always the good spellers who do that.
Oh, well, there you go. Jane Redeker of the Greater Silver Spring Chamber of Commerce.
Hi, everybody. I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm the world's worst speller, but Kathy is very persuasive.
She sure is. Steve Simon, Universities at Shady Grove. Hey, Steve.
Happy to be representing USG once again this year, but especially happy to be here in the inaugural edition of the Corona version, or or what is this, the Murder Hornet version of the Spelling Bee.
There you go.
I need a new rim shot.
Go to a new generation. It's C. Marie Taylor of Leadership Montgomery. C. Marie, show us some love. Woohoo!
Good to be here.
Yeah, baby. All right. And finally, last but not least, Diane Vu of Montgomery County Office of Community Partnerships. She is Wu-Tang. Hello. Woohoo! Yeah. Uh-oh.
So excited to be here.
All right. Are we ready for round one? I think we are. So, round one.
Armando, I think we are. Yes.
Very good. In that case, round one. I will give each speller a word in the order I introduced them. And here we go. Good luck to all of you. But first of all, are the judges ready? Well, let's hope they are.
All set and ready, Armando.
Number one.
We are. I am.
There you go, Judge.
We're ready.
Here comes the judge. All right. Round one. First word goes to Andy Burness. The word is torpid. Torpid. It is an adjective meaning sluggish, inactive, or apathetic. From the Latin. Gary is a torpid man who works as a translator for the CIA in the Washington area. He's neither shaken nor stirred. Torpid.
If I heard the word torpid right, because it's listening here, if I'm pronouncing it right, torpid, T-O-R-P-I-D. as in Tom, O-R-P-I-D, torpid.
What do you think, Mr. Rice? I agree. That's correct.
If I heard it.
That is correct.
Woo!
Very good.
Good
The next
job.
word goes to John Libby of Montgomery College. Impertinent. Impertinent. From the adjective, presumptuous or rude, irrelevant, from Latin. Colin Firth starts as a stuttering king, while Jeffrey Rush is the impertinent Aussie who attempts to kill him, mate.
Well, fortunately, I know a few things about being impertinent, so I'm going to spell it as IMPERTINENT.
And the judges say?
That is correct.
All right.
That's correct. Yay.
Jane Redeker, this is for you. Probity. Probity. From the noun, integrity and honesty. It is a Latin-derived word. His early trust in the probity of the police and the judiciary was later to be shaken from its foundations.
If I'm hearing the probity, P as in Paul, R-O, B as in boy, I-T-Y.
Judges?
That is correct.
That's correct.
Hey, I thought these were
Yay.
3-letter words before you get to me there, Armando. I thought these were 3 letters. These are rough.
These are not easy.
Oh, come on, stop.
It's just round 1 here.
I know.
These were selected by your etymologist in residence.
Whew, round 1.
Blame me.
Well, Steve, I'm sorry to disappoint.
We're going to get worse.
Steve, Simon, your word is reticence. Reticence. It's a noun. A reluctance to express one's thoughts and feelings. From the Latin.
Like I'm feeling right at this moment. All right, R-E-T-I-C-E-N-C-E.
Judges.
That is correct.
Ding, ding,
I'll take
ding,
it.
ding,
I'll take it.
ding.
I'll take it.
Yay.
Marie, are you ready? Beyonce, are you ready?
Nope.
Oh, the queen bee. Here she goes.
Oh, let me take a sip and then I'll be ready. All right, cat,
Hey,
C-A-T.
see, Marie, your
Oh,
bandwidth.
yeah, see?
All right, see, Marie, here is your word. Marshal. Marshal, not to be confused with a store. Marshal. It's an adjective relating to war or warriors, from the Latin. His scowl, which never changed
Okay.
today, added a martial touch.
Marshall, as in like the rapper. M-A-R-S-H-A-L.
Judges?
Sorry, that is
Oh,
maybe
no.
wrong, Marshall.
Or not.
I would suggest if she can cue up the music again, we give her another shot at that, though. If she can get the music to work right this time.
Right? I feel like it.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Sorry about that one.
That's it. That's all I got. That's okay. So
All
way to
right,
crap
that's
out.
good.
And last
Yeah.
but not least,
All
Diane
right.
Boo. Are you ready?
No, but we're here.
This is supposed to be the easy.
I messed up, so you're fine. No,
This is supposed to be the easy word.
horrible. You guys were supposed to give easy
Her
words.
headset is hypnotizing me.
They are getting much worse.
Yeah.
Just wait.
Here
I'm
we
gonna
go.
spell it correctly. I'm gonna spell it correctly.
Frontispiece.
What?
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 Frontispiece. It's a noun, an illustration facing or preceding the title page of a book, a facade, especially an ornamental facade of a building. From the French, frontispiece. Sounds more like German, but maybe it's my pronunciation. I don't know.
Can you use that in a sentence, please?
Yes. I don't understand what the hell no, I'm sorry. This is the sentence. I still have the physical copy. It's frontispiece decorated with characters from the stories.
Wait, why do I get this one? Who
I
chose
agree.
Round one. I keep saying this is round one.
It's the haters. I get it.
I got nothing. What?
You should see the comments on Facebook right now.
Frontispiece.
Are the
Yeah.
answers?
Start rapping, Diane. Just start
Frontispiece.
rapping. Who's this?
And it's supposed to be fine. Just
At least you have a good costume, because that'll get you a point.
could I have some frontispiece with my classmate?
Frontispiece, that's right. He's got it right.
Pronounce the
All
name.
right.
Can you pronounce it slowly?
There go the connectivity problems.
So whatever. Anyway, I'm a Wu-Tang Killer Bee, in
Mm.
case anybody forgot what I am. How's that for my spelling?
Okay,
Please
judges.
commence your spelling now. Enough stalling. The judges would like to move you along.
Yeah, sorry, I got nothing. I got nothing, people.
Would you like to hear
Give her,
it
give her
again?
that pronunciation again.
I will
Are you
pronounce it.
taking a pass on this one?
Listen to Dr. Barr's pronunciation.
Frontispiece.
Just like mine.
Sorry, guys, I got nothing. Sorry.
It's
Break it down into
yeah, you
three
do.
parts.
You can do this one.
Frontispiece.
Come on, Diane. Come on, Diane.
Three parts, Diane. Frontispiece.
What? Rumpelstiltskin?
Frontispiece.
Rumpelstiltskin? Is that what we said?
You can do it, Diane.
You spelled
I got
that.
it,
We'll
you
get
can
that
do
to
it.
you.
You got it. Come on, Diane, we're all on your side.
Fast.
You
I'll
got
use
this.
my costume.
Someone give her the
What's here?
first letter. Steve,
F.
give her the first
F.
letter.
I go with F. F? Am I already wrong?
No, that's correct.
R.
R.
Come on, Diane,
No,
there's
that's
two.
totally
Right.
right. Front.
Front.
Thank you,
Front
Jane.
is-
F-R-O-N-T.
Yeah.
A. I got nothing.
Close.
I got nothing.
I think it's time for the guillotine.
Teamwork does make.
Yeah, just pass. Pass.
And the sound that you get is.
All right.
By the way, the spelling of that word, which I had never heard before, and it was supposed to be the easy one, is F-R-O-N-T, as in Thomas, front, I-S-P-I-E-C-E, frontispiece.
Diane, I don't know what you did to Judge Barr, but boy, I feel bad for you there.
Oh,
A word that I guarantee no one ever in Montgomery County will ever use in their lives.
Actually, I use it all
So
the
thank
time,
you so much
Armando.
for that.
Armando, we use it on the council all the time.
Oh, yes.
so
Oh, yeah. Totally can't wait to see that during the council
so
hearing.
I have not had a chance to. So I have not had a chance to confer with my other judge, but I do believe I'm going to show the score after round one. And I do hope that Mr. Rice agrees with me. For the costumes, I did award a point
Yes.
to our Wu-Tang and our Queen Bee so that everybody ends round one with
That's
1
exactly
point
what I
apiece.
have
Because,
this
you know,
evening. I
we're
have,
all winners
one-
here in
one-
Montgomery
one.
County.
Great
Yes.
idea.
Thank you, Mr. Rice.
Yes,
I can live with that.
Good.
I can live with that as
Thank
long as
you.
Nurse Burness isn't up 2-1, because Nurse Burness did pretty darn good too there.
I would like to interject a suggestion. We have
Yes.
extra
I
words
don't
in
want
case.
You know,
I
the
like
points
when
may
you
even
start
out
even.
end.
We do have extra words in case somebody wants to take
Yeah.
a buy on one. You only get one. Is that correct? Is that how we've done it in the past, Kathy?
Yeah. Yes. Yep. Yes. Yes.
But it's
Let's go ahead and go on to round
one
2
in the
and we'll
first
do the
round.
writing now.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
So we are now moving to round number
Armando,
2,
take us to.
right? Let me look at my little list here because I do have all of the answers. And I do have PayPal and Venmo in case anybody is. God. Here we go. Round 2.
Thank you for that, Armando.
Just a reminder, now we're in a race. Is that right?
Yeah, well, I'm going to
Armando,
tell you
you
what
can go
round
to
number 2 is as soon as I
page 5.
get to my round number 2. I will give one word. All of you have a piece of paper and a marker, right?
Armando, page. Yes, one word.
What page? 3?
Page 5.
Page 5. Wow. Yep, round 2. Okay,
Yeah,
I
and
will
you can
give every
choose
speller.
any one of those words.
Oh, what? I'm sorry, my IFB isn't working. Where's the producer for this show?
I think Kathy was saying that you can choose any of those
You're
words.
fine.
To get to any
Pick
of
Choose
any of
any
those
word
words.
in round.
Okay, I will give one word. All of you have a piece of paper and a marker, right? Each of you writes the word and holds it up. First person to have written legibly, you don't have to spell legibly, just understand what it means, and held it up so the judges can read, you will be declared the winner of this round. And it's just one word?
You get to pick the one word.
Here we go.
That'll be
Yes, we
hard
could go with
enough.
2 if the contestants are amenable. Yeah.
All right, we're going to do one word first and see what happens. Woo, here we go. The first word is an adjective relating to common people, popular. It's from the Greek, and the word is demotic. Demotic.
I've got Jane Rediker first. Jane Rediker first, and she spelled it correctly. Jane Rediker.
Indeed. And I see Steve.
I need to switch the
Yes.
mirror and I'm disappearing. All right.
Indeed. Point to Jane. Good work.
We want to do another one.
Armando, would you like to, contestants, how about one? Sure.
Sure.
Okay, here we go. We're going to do another word that you will have to spell.
Armando, your shoulder's gone.
I know. As long as my head is still here, that's all that matters. Because then it'd be pretty scary, right? Okay.
Oh, I mean, it's there visually. I mean, I don't know.
Next word, everybody ready? It's a verb. It's from the French. To use an initial asset to achieve something more valuable. Parlay. Parlay.
Diane Vu was first.
Yep.
Wu-Tang, baby.
And I see
Wu-Tang,
Andy Burness
Killer
has
Bee.
got the correct spelling too.
Everybody spelled it correctly except
Hold on,
for I'm not going to say who didn't spell it correctly.
Yes, we're
We have
not
one.
shaming anyone. No spell shaming
No.
here.
No, we want
Not
to
sure I'm
know.
putting mine back up there again. I can't see anything as it is.
Hey, this is fun. One more.
One more.
And I'm going to pick the
One more.
hardest one.
More than frontispiece.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
It is a noun. It is the practice of severe self-discipline or self-control.
None of which is on this.
It
Zoom
is
call.
not Trumpitis. I will tell you that right now.
No, none of these people have that.
Ascesis.
Did you say Quidditch?
Ascesis.
What's
Ascesis.
Want you? Are you having seasonal allergies, Armando?
First.
Bless you.
John Libby got it first.
John Libby.
Let me see it, John.
Yeah, wait, I didn't see it. I did proof.
Where is
Zyrtec.
it, John? I can't see it.
What?
Is it fading out on me
Yes,
again?
I
Good
can.
for you. Good for you.
Ah, show off.
I
Nicely
had a
done,
very-
Andy Burness.
I had a
Yes.
very small C in there. You just can't see it. It's there.
I didn't see your small C, Steve. I'm sorry.
I had
Always
that
the
too.
small C.
I
Always the
had
small
that word
C,
too.
like county council, always small C. Right?
Yeah, I had it.
You variable
I
C.
mean, you had it. You had it. You were just behind us, a little bit behind.
know.
Hey, one more. Let's
Oh.
give some people a chance to catch
One-
up.
Sure.
Montgomery.
This is a noun. The capacity of someone or something to affect another. It is from the Latin. Valence. 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 Valence.
Oh,
Also
Jane
a-
Rediker. Oh, you're
We
not
have
on
to
my
go to
right
the
part of my
instant
screen.
replay. Where is the instant replay here?
I think we do.
Wasn't there a movie about Liberty Valance once? Wasn't there? Way back, and a song.
Who's got?
People are
I
saying
think we should go with whoever's
I was
last.
first. I was
And there's a
first.
curtain also.
Okay, all right, all right.
First. Look at the
So
chat.
I-
People, I had it first.
Killer
I
bee
think
is
we should go
out
with
to
whoever had it
kill.
last.
Oh, the killer bee. So I think as I see the score now, Diane was first on that one. But I think we're just I hope we're almost even with the points, right?
No, that would be a negative.
A question, Kathy. In our
Yes.
futility, in some of our cases, are we at least raising a little bit of money for a good cause here tonight for adult English
Thank you,
literacy?
Steve.
How are we doing on that?
are.
Great question.
We are. Yes, yes. A lot
Any
of
bonus
people
points would be
made
accepted.
donations. Yes, a lot of people made donations today, and we are very pleased with how that's going. I can't check that right now, but I appreciate you bringing that up, and we do encourage folks to go on to our
Keep the toe board
website.
going.
Keep it going. We appreciate it, and we know not everyone can donate right now, but your support. We leverage a lot of funds to go out to a lot of different programs, so we appreciate that. Thank you, Queen Bee.
So we've
Give,
heard
donate.
that we've raised $3,000 already. So we're off to a good start.
There you
That's not
go.
bad.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Woo!
That'll at least
good
pay for
start.
this wig that I got.
We'd love to get to 5,000. Absolutely. So can we go to round 3, folks? You ready to get a little audience participation here and do some definitions? And I mean, you've all done so well with the spelling. I know it's hard to step away from that,
Yes.
but we're ready to go, right?
Okay,
right.
Monica, let's put it up on screen.
All right, so
All right.
this is round number 3, and I turn it over to Dr. Robin Barr for the etymology round. Dr. Barr, take it away.
Okay, you get to participate now, everybody. Here is screen sharing, and you have a poll here. This is a practice round for the audience. What you're going to do here is you're going to choose the correct meaning of desultory. So you have 4 choices: disconnected or jumping from one thing to another. Don't put the answer up just yet. I'm actually seeing the answer, Monica. We probably don't want that.
Oh.
I'm glad we're doing this sample
people
round, right? Okay,
People are voting, Robin. It's okay.
Okay, exploding or issuing denunciations, inexperienced or immature, or lengthy. So I can actually
see the audience voting.
I can see the answer
The
on my
votes
screen,
are coming in.
unfortunately.
Well, I see the audience voting, and we've got,
Okay.
I'm going to end the polling in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to end the polling.
Okay, so
And
now,
Marika's,
so who's the first contestant? I'm afraid that because I'm sharing the screen, I can't see who's up next. Do you have a list of the people who are up next? Who is the first? Well, actually, we're not
so this,
spelling it. This is the practice run. I'm sorry, I forgot. So
that's all right.
we have 4 options, and the quote I have actually allows for any of these meanings. Trump gave a desultory speech and shuffled between meetings with leaders from Britain, India, and Iraq, from Peter Baker of the New York Times. I hope he knows what it meant. But any of these would fit. And the options are disconnected, which got the most responses. 55% of you decided it was that one. Next was inexperienced or immature. Third was exploding or issuing denunciations. And last was lengthy, with just 1 vote. And the correct answer is, Monica, move to the next slide, please.
Mm-hmm.
There. The correct answer is A, disconnected, jumping from one thing to another. So those of you who were, the 55% of you who got that corrected, you can give yourselves a pat on the back. How did that work?
That worked great, Robin. So
Okay,
we'll go to the
we're going,
first
we're going to the
contestant.
next contestant. Okay.
Yeah, we'll start with Andy Burness on this one.
Okay, so the next one is the next question is, which of these words is not from the same root as sugar? A, saccharin, B, crocodile, C, glucose, or D, sucker, the lollipop. Can you see that on your screen? The page? Okay. So you can.
And Andy, your turn.
Do I vote or does everybody else vote first?
You
tell us yours. You tell us your answer, Andy.
Gee, I'm going to go with crocodile.
That's a hard one. Okay, so
and
how are we doing on the polling?
I'm going to end the polling because, you know, this was or Marika, can you end the polling for us, please? Crocodile got 91%, Robin.
Oh, how interesting. Okay. What was the next one after crocodile? Oh,
Too obvious.
So a tie between glucose and saccharin. So are you going to go with crocodile, Andy?
Yeah.
Final answer.
Don't do it.
Is that your final answer?
So you are suggesting, I'll change, yeah, sure, even though that's not right.
What? Okay, shall we see what is the actual etymology of sugar?
My backup is sucker.
Okay, your backup is sucker. Okay, I have to say that you're
What
all
is sugar? It's
wrong.
glucose.
I thought
You
she was
are
going to say
all
we're all
wrong.
suckers. We're all
You are
suckers.
all incorrect because
Sucker.
the ringer in here, the one that does
Oh,
not
isn't
fit,
that a trick
is
question?
glucose. What a surprise! Because all of the word sugar comes from old word meaning an old Indo-Iranian word meaning sand or gravel. Now, how does sugar relate to sand or gravel? You have to think about what it looks like. So it was originally a descriptive term for table sugar, sugar that was granulated as opposed to rock candy. So saccharin comes from that root, and crocodile comes from a root meaning a gravel worm, the crocodile on the sandbank, right? So and sucker actually comes from sukla, not from to suck, which I was surprised about. And glucose is the one that doesn't fit. It just means sweet, and it's from a different root. So
Wow, trick
2%
question.
Isn't that cool?
Trick
Etymologies
question.
are very
Yep.
amazing.
Dr. Barr, I thought you just described my spelling skills to suck. Right?
Well, you pick sucker as your backup, and there you go. Okay, who is next?
I think we'll go with John Libby next.
Okay, so the next question is, may we have the next page? There we go. So your job is to choose the correct meaning of callow. So is it A, disapproval or blame? B, inexperienced or immature? C, a narrow entryway? Or D, candle wax made from animal fat? And audience, you may vote while he is pondering his answer.
Well, let's see. Callow rhymes with tallow, so it can't be D. Callow is not quite the same as shallow, so it can't be C. Callow is probably not going to be A, so I'm going to go with B.
What an interesting way of coming up with your answer. When everything else
We
is
take the
So we're
path less
gonna-
traveled.
improbable.
She meant that was
So
a
we're going
shallow
to
way
end the
to tell
poll
him.
now.
Okay, how are we doing on
Marika,
the
can
poll?
you end the poll, please? It's ended. And Robin,
Okay,
68%
so the winner
of
is
the
68%. 30 people chose inexperienced or immature, which agrees with your answer. But people did like animal fat, the candle wax, in second place. So are you going to go with that answer? Are you going to continue with answer B, or do you want to change it for a different answer?
I'm going to keep the first letter in either sense of the word. I'll stick with B.
Good
Okay,
choice.
may we have the result, please?
B is a
Monica?
good word tonight.
Perfect. Nicely
Yes, you are
done.
correct. Inexperienced or immature. All right.
Yay.
Okay. Now, who is next on our contestant list?
Next, we have Jane Rediker.
Okay, Jane, are you ready for this one? Next slide,
I'm
please,
ready.
Monica. Now, this is a tricky one because it is used in some very ambiguous contexts, and the quote I have is totally ambiguous. Choose the correct meaning of nonplussed. So here's the quote. Simon Cowell always seems a little nonplussed by the American Idol contestants. So is it unfazed and untroubled, or unimpressed and disappointed, or taken aback and speechless, or unenriched, not added to, as in not plussed? So audience, you may you may finish up your voting while she is pondering the answer.
You sure? Well,
Okay. Are we coming down to the end of the poll? All right, Jane, what is your answer?
it's not unenriched. Oops, and it's not unfazed. I think
And we can stop the poll if you haven't already. Marika closed it already. Sorry.
This seems a little nonplussed. If I remember the definition of this word, it's the opposite of what I think it is. I would think it would be B, but I think the correct answer is C. So I'm going with C.
Okay, now what does the audience think? The audience thinks it's B. And second place is unfazed and untroubled, which is A. And third place is taken aback and speechless. Nobody picked unenriched and not plussed, which is interesting. But it's true. This word now is very ambiguous between all three meanings. But the original meaning is, well, which one are you going to go with?
I'm going to stick with C. I have a feeling.
Okay, may we see the answer, Monica? Can you see it?
See.
See,
This is a crazy
Bravo,
word.
Jane.
taken aback and speechless. It comes from the Latin non-plus, which is the
I'm
same as
nonplussed by the answer. I'm nonplussed.
I am too, because the way you really would have taken it for B when you used the Simon Cowell reference.
I have to drink some beer. I'm
'cause
so
he's-
nonplussed.
because he's never speechless, right? But it
That's
comes
right.
from the Latin
Beer.
non-plus, which means no more, like no mas, right? So I mean, if you're
Dimas,
nonplussed,
Dimas.
if you're nonplussed, that means you can't say anything anymore. You don't know what to do next. All right.
Just one
who
question, is all minus the opposite of that? All minus?
it should be,
Just asking.
All minus.
or pro minus.
I'm going with the humor before I blow my question coming, whenever it gets here.
Are you the next? Who's the next?
I don't know.
contestant?
Steve is the
Kathy,
next.
Steve is the next person.
Steve. All right.
Yep.
Steve, you
Steve,
are
go ahead.
next. Okay. The next question is spot the cognate. Are you ready? So spot the cognate. Which of these words is from the same root as the English word much? Is it Greek mega, meaning big, Latin multus, meaning much, Latin melior, meaning more or better, or Spanish mucho, meaning much? They all mean sort of the same thing, but only one of them is from the same root. Nobody uses those words, but I want to know which one is related to the word much. What do you think? Yes, Tricky. That's my middle name.
It seems to jump right out like I'm supposed to say the Spanish mucho.
Oh,
It seems so obvious.
it's so obvious, yes.
And yet I don't think you work that way.
No,
really,
my
Dr.
students
Barr.
would tell you that I.
So,
it's never
run
obvious.
from the obvious. Is that what your students would tell you?
Yes,
this
that's
is
exactly what my students would say. Any of my students out there?
This is very tough. Never went to law school. I'm really scared of the anything Latin there.
All right.
That
Why don't
leaves
we
me
go
with
ahead
the
and end the
Greek.
polling?
Okay.
Well,
So
I'm
what
just.
What is the
I'm
audience? What do you go with? Yeah.
Oh, do I just run with?
No,
Well,
you
I get
tell
their
us what you
help.
think.
Ooh.
Every time the audience has come out, what's been their track record so far? this
Sometimes they're
audience?
right, sometimes
Yeah, how
they're wrong.
smart is the audience?
Yeah, how are they smarter? Are they smarter than a fifth grader? Is what we want to know.
Well,
or am
some of
I?
them are my students, so
Oh, okay.
they know.
Then based on the help they're giving me, even though I shy away from Latin, I'm going to go with multus.
What would you have said if you had not seen what the audience had come up with?
I just like Greek. I was going to say mega. I was going to say mega.
Mega.
Okay. So, which is your final answer? Which of those two is your
I'm
final
going to
answer?
go Latin multus.
Okay. May we have the answer, please, Monica?
Ah,
Why didn't I stick with my instinct?
See, so
Always go with your gut.
you were right.
Go with
So,
your gut.
so
You gotta go
being
with your gut.
suspicious of
Go with your
Latin and
gut.
Spanish was a good strategy, but
Go with your gut.
yeah, you went with you.
Always stick with the Greek, Steve.
It's all Greek. It's all
the
Greek to
audience
me.
misled you. Yeah.
Dave, another option was crocodile.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
the
Frontispiece.
glucose.
What about alligator?
Frontispiece.
Hey, you're bringing back bad memories, Armando. Too soon. Too
I'm not
soon.
trying to traumatize you. I'm sorry.
Too soon, Armando. Too
Historical
soon.
trauma imposed on Diane, but I'm sorry.
All right, are we ready for the next contestant? Okay, the next contestant
Is the next contestant ready? I think that's the question.
should be
The
is
next
that
contestant
Steve?
is C. Marie. C. Marie
C.
Taylor.
Marie.
Queen
Okay.
Bee.
Marie,
Step right up.
Marie.
All right. So the
Recto.
next word is recto. Choose the correct meaning of.
Rectal.
Yes, that's exactly what I said. And
not an exam.
but you only get 4 choices. Is
This
it
is a family
right-
show.
the right?
Come on. I get frontispiece and she gets this.
Now you get the recto.
Recto
With the
and
fronto.
rectus piece and fronto are from the same area of semantics. It has to do with how you put a book together. So is the correct meaning of recto the right side of the page, the front side of the page, the back side of the page, the left side of the page? Pick one, audience. Well,
I better get the answer right.
The audience is voting, and we'll give everybody another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 seconds to vote, and we'll close the polling.
Is this
okay,
to
so
make up
now
for the-
what is your answer first before we show the results?
A.
You pick A, the right side of the page.
Oh,
Okay. Now I find it interesting that the audience picked C, the back side of the page. I'm afraid I know why they picked the back side of the page.
oh,
Nobody
I know why.
Nobody picked the left side of the page.
No,
So
I
are
Not
you-
a recto thermometer, guys. Nah, not.
So
No longer a PG show. This is going up every minute.
Say the bottom. You didn't say the
I
bottom
mean,
of
the nurse. Andy should know. He's a nurse, kind of.
Yeah.
I would I would stick with the backside of the page for reasons we understand. That's a medical response.
wait, are you,
We got to go with science. Always science.
always science.
okay, is that your final answer?
Right side of the page.
You still want the right side of the page?
I'm staying away from the backside.
Good choice. Good choice.
Okay, so now let us take a look at the actual correct answer. It is B, the front side of the page.
Oh, wow, people.
Oh, ho, ho.
No.
Because that's the right side of the page, as in the correct side of the page.
If
It's
Dr.
the
Barr
opposite.
throws you a hint, run the other way.
Right side of the page.
It's the so if you are copying something recto verso, you're copying it back to front or front to back.
Hey, doctor, I have bad news for you. I see more and more people dropping your class next semester.
No.
Oh no, this brings them in like flies. They're in the on the waiting list. Oh,
What?
recto, because the front side
I've
of the
seen a
page.
verso thermometer though.
Yes, one of my students is sticking up for me there. All right. Although I don't see the rest of them there.
I was tricked.
Okay, so the answer is that the front side of the page is the correct side of the page. It's the front of the page. It's not the right side of a single page. It is the front of the page as opposed to the reverse of the page, the verso. Okay. Moving on to the next panelist.
All right, this is our last one for this round.
Okay.
Wu-Tang Killer Bee.
Okay.
Show us what you got, frontispiece.
Okay, winkle. I love this word. What is the correct meaning of winkle? Is it A, a small wink? Is it B, to arrange in folds as of cloth or paper? I'm going to winkle some folds in this mask. Is it C, a guess or intimation, like I have a little winkling of the correct answer? Or is it D, to remove a mollusk from its shell by using a pin? Audience, you may vote. What do you think it is? Have you ever seen this word before?
not like a
I
winkle and
I knew you were going to throw a winkle in here somewhere in this contest.
wait. Is this why? Is this why I put face masks on every weekend? Is this what?
Has a bunch of winkles in it. Those
Okay,
masks
got
have
it,
several
Okay.
winkles in them.
So no hints for the contestant, please,
Because
or
you want to fix
distractions.
the right side of your face.
Yeah, we don't want her to winkle.
Front side of your face.
All
No,
right, we're
no,
gonna end the we're gonna
Audience,
end the
do not give
poll in
ready?
5, 4,
Okay.
3, 2,
My
1.
guess
Poll
is D.
ending.
D.
You pick D, to remove a
D.
mollusk from its shell by using a pin. And
D
that
as
seems
in
to,
Diane.
yes, and that seems to be the favorite answer from the audience, but
Which is
a
never
guess or-
good. Which is never good.
But C, a guess or intimation, is also got a high score, and to arrange in folds is something that people also found plausible. Why didn't people pick a small wink? I kind of like that one, like you do a little winkle. Okay, so what is the correct answer, Monica? Bring it on.
Yes.
Yes, yes, it is to remove a mollusk from its shell by using a pin, because the name of the mollusk in question was a periwinkle. And so to winkle it out of its shell, yes, you eat winkles in
That's
England.
right. And that's right. And I am a foodie. And if there's
Ah.
anything that involves food, I will know it. So I
Hooray! Yes, it's within your semantic sphere. Awesome. Okay, thank you all panelists. Thank you, Monica, for helping with the PowerPoint and for sharing.
Thank you, Dr. Barr.
Oh my gosh, that was great.
Wasn't
Thank
that fun?
you.
See,
So much
etymologies
fun.
are us. That's more fun than anything.
Yeah. All right, so we've got a quick closing speed round and then we'll be all done. So Armando, back to you.
Well,
Are
let me
these
finish my
points?
beer here. All right. Well, first of all, before we
update very
say
quickly
anything
in
else,
terms of
before we
points.
do anything else, I do want to say that we're having a great time here, but this really is for a serious cause. Adults who speak other languages, English classes such as the ones that are offered by the coalition, are a key to their success. It's a core skill to support all of our community, our parents, our grandparents, our kids. It helps children in school, it helps with jobs, and it has certainly been very important during the last few months. So I just want to thank everyone who's giving money. I want to thank everyone who's been participating, because this is really important. And now back to my beer.
Thanks, Armando. Hey, Armando, can I give a quick score update before we go to the last round?
Absolutely.
All righty. So I got to make sure I can see if I'm holding this up. I don't know if I've been doing this quite well, but we've got a bunch of people with 4s and a couple people with 3s. And, we'll award extra points for, donations raised, costumes worn, and general good humor. So I think Steve and C. Marie and Andy have got a little room to catch up here, and I bet they will. Does that sound good to everybody?
I'm going to work on my jokes based on what you just said.
I'm the funniest. No, I'm the funniest. No one's gonna out funny my funny.
I'll start dancing.
Wu-Tang.
This next round is the hardest. I worked for the hardest words. I looked for words
Yeah.
nobody had ever heard
No.
Awesome.
This is the speed round.
Oh, good.
I will give you one word. One word. The first person to raise the hand and spell it correctly wins a point. If you raise your hand too quickly, we may subtract a point. So, are you ready?
No.
Good. The
Excuse
first
me.
word, and I have a list so I can look at them. Here we go. The first word. Bouillabaisse. Bouillabaisse.
Steve
A
Simon.
rich and spicy stew or soup.
Steve Simon went first.
Okay, I saw Steve. Yep.
Do I get a second to work this out?
You need to be ready to
No,
spell.
You're not ready too bad.
And
B-O.
you're not,
Hey, well, that's a big word. I got to be able to look down.
Go ahead, Steve.
I think I'm out of this contest.
You took too
B-O-U-I-L-L-A-I-S-S-E.
So close.
So
And
close,
yet-
but no cigar.
No stew, no French soup for you.
Hey, can we get Diane Vu, the Spoody, to spell that one? Or Andy Burness put his hand up. Let's get Andy. Oh.
Andy's not, it's okay, go ahead, Andy.
Go, you want to do it together, Diane?
Oh, go ahead, Andy.
Too many cooks on the bouillabaisse.
Boullibaisse.
No.
Sorry, that's also incorrect.
No.
Also incorrect.
Wrong.
Anyone else?
Diane.
Boullabaisse.
Oh my God.
No!
Sorry.
Wait, do you guys
The
also
judges
know
do
I'm
that.
French by birth? I'm also
Really?
French by birth. Thank you.
Well
Thank
done.
you.
Hey, did
Well,
you
all
win?
right.
Thank
Did
you.
you win
Thank you.
Molas to cook your bouillabaisse?
You know, ever since you rattled her with frontispiece, ever since then, she's just on this incredible roll. Frontispiece.
Roll is also a food
I
word.
had that one.
Okay, are we ready for the next word?
No.
No.
Let's do one more and we'll make this the last one. How's
One
that,
more.
folks?
All right, let me pick a good one. Oh, yes. Yes.
I know which one you're going to pick.
Uh-oh.
So conniving.
These are horrible words.
Yeah.
It's Hawaiian.
Oh, you
It's
went
about-
down to the extras.
It's Hawaiian. It's not from Utah.
I knew he was going to pick this one.
Punch. Hawaiian punch.
Hawaiian, not from
I-
Utah.
It's
A
okay.
group
I'm
of
Asian.
brothers
I might have a leg up
marrying a
here,
group
people.
of Sisters. A group of brothers marrying a group of sisters. And here is the word. Punalua. Punalua.
A what?
No one's putting their hand up.
A what?
Oh, Diane put her hand up.
Oh, no, I'm done.
You put your hand up.
Are you stuck with it?
Punalua.
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 Oh,
Oh,
Ah!
so close.
You don't go to the wedding.
Steve Simon. I see a
Steve
Steve
Simon was
Simon
next.
hand.
P-U-N-A. Oh, no?
Steve Marie is disputing. I don't
Oh.
know. She said her hand up was first. Yeah.
Oh, her hand was before that we.
I'll go after. He'll get it wrong.
Diane.
Oh, no. Go ahead, Queen.
Go ahead, C. Marie.
Steve Marie, my bad. My bad.
See Marie.
You're
How about
on
if I
mute though.
amazing. Punalua.
That is correct.
wow.
Bravo. Bravo. So Armando, I think this is so much fun, but I do see we're at 8 o'clock and I know everybody's got other things to do. And these contestants have worked so hard, they probably deserve to go put their feet up and have a cocktail or something. What do y'all think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have a drink.
Yeah.
Deliver that
Kathy?
cocktail.
Hey, Kathy, can I just say one thing?
Please, Craig, go ahead. Yep.
So guys, look, for everybody who's watching online, I see that we have a large number of participants, and for all of the contestants, I mean, this just truly highlights what this is all about. When we think about folks who are trying to master another language, it's challenging for us many of us who've been born here in this country and been speaking the English language all of these years. As a person who went through spelling bees all the way through school and loved them to death, these words were quite challenging, but it also highlights the fact that even for simple words, for a lot of people to make sure that they can understand and acclimate themselves with our community means a mastery of the language in which they are in that country and living in. And so from that perspective, it's really, really important. And so the overall mission of what MCAEL does is really about inclusion. It's about making people feel as though they're a part of our community and that they can contribute to our community as well. And so from that perspective, I just really want to thank you, Kathy, and thank all of the participants for their dedication in highlighting just how important English language is, especially when living in this country. So thank you so much for all of the great work you do, for all the students who continue to learn this English language every day. I'm with you as I try and learn French now that my daughter's taking French, and so trying to master that and sounding quite horrible. So again, I'm going to use that one. but just want to say thank you for all the frontline workers who are out there who are making sure, even during COVID-19, that people are still learning the English language, even though it may be virtually instead of in person. It really matters and really makes a tremendous difference. So thank you all for all of your great work and your dedication.
Thank you.
Hear, hear.
I couldn't say it any better. And so thank you, Craig. We owe a lot of thanks to Montgomery County government for the support we get. And thanks to all of our providers and instructors who are out there. I know many of them are watching. And thanks to the MCAEL staff and board and the contestants tonight. We do have prizes for all of you. I will do I'll do a full accounting of the scores later and get back to you on that one. But you will see your gifts either in person or mailed, whatever we can do first. And I want to thank all of the attendees and all of you who gave your time. Armando, Dr. Barr, couldn't have done it without you. And of course, the spellers. Let's take a round of applause.
But don't we know who won? Who won?
I really appreciated. I really appreciated that.
Later announcement.
Oh, I
And I can't thank you enough for that, Kathy. I can't thank you enough.
I think everybody's a winner. Let's put it that way. Dealing with the English spelling system is not so easy.
So thank you, everybody. We're gonna really just sign off now. Armando, any closing remark?
Again, thanks for all the participants for being good sports and for taking this lightly and with a big grain of salt. And thanks for everyone who's watching. And of course, thanks to me for doing such a no, I'm sorry. Thank you guys. Thank you for the money that you have given. After this is over, you can still give. So
yeah,
find a little bit of money, a little bit of time, do it. It's for a great cause. Good night.
And I gotta say, go Raptors.
Bye, everybody.
This was so much fun.
Thanks. Bye, everyone.
All right. What, second?